one of the things that we love to do is when we do partner webinars, and we'll record it. And I'm sure there's going to be an audio transcript of this podcast as well. But taking that audio transcript after you're done recording a webinar, putting it through AI, but matching it up with, let's say, your ICP, or matching it up with another piece of content that's relevant to that webcast that you just recorded, and ask it to create an outreach email based off of this content that you have, the text from this webinar and our ICP. I would like you to hone an outreach email that will promote this webinar to this ICP. And then you can do that across different ICPs that you want to promote that webinar to, instead of sitting there and then crafting out the email by hand and doing it and then trying to figure out, well, what was said where. The tool will just kind of put it all together for you. And then it will give you these email sequences that you can then use to promote the webinar based off of the content from the webinar. And it's just this great flywheel that kind of starts happening when it comes to content creation and Partnerscape.
I absolutely love that, because I'm doing half of that. And now I realized I'm only doing half a good job. So, because this, what you just said is exactly what I do to a certain point. So, I'll get the transcript from this. It'll help me create the title and the abstract. We make blog posts and all sorts of stuff, but I'm not doing it within the context of the ICP of who we're trying to reach with this show. So I feel like I'm only doing half a good job. So I'm just thinking right off my bat right here, I'm going to go create, well, we have an ICP and we have a write-up. I just need to pair that with my prompt and AI to provide some context to the output. So that I love it. I love it. So I got to take away now.
There you go. I mean, and then, just yesterday, actually, I have a live example. I was walking by one of the field marketers' desks, and he was in a ChatGPT in our Nasuni instance. That's another thing too, is I feel like a lot of people will start kind of like going out there and using it. If companies don't have like a good line guardrail for everyone, you're going to lose control over it. But we do utilize it at Nasuni. So he was in our instance and he was working on the sequencing, and I noticed on this left bar, he didn't use any projects. I was like, have you ever used projects before? And he's like, I don't know. I actually I'm not really sure what you mean. Projects, and this is just a ChatGPT chat, is a really cool way of organizing all the stuff that you're like. Let's say you want to do a webinar promotion, right? You can create a project, but the cool thing about a project is it has a system tool, a system prompt that will guide all of its responses within that project. So you can go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I would like you to embody a content marketer's persona. Your sole goal is to XYZ. And you just open up your mic on your phone and you speak this to ChatGPT, and you ask it to create you a system control. And it will give you a system control of that persona. And then you take that and you drop it into the management of that project. And now every ask that you do inside that project will stick true to the content of what you're trying to accomplish, which is promote this webinar. And that's that project. And now you have it all contained and embodied within one small little RAG model, if you will. And it will give you way better results than if you just go open up AI and say, hey, give me an email sequence for a webinar, right? So like tweaking it and honing it down into how you want to use it is a very strong way to use AI.